The one and only, the mayor of the great city of Atlanta.
Mayor Andre Dickens is here.
Yeah. What's
doing
up, everybody?
what he does. Coming to check on us and his people, huh?
That's right.
And by his people, I mean the entire city of Atlanta.
All my peoples. Yeah, it's good to be here, man. It's good to be on y'all show this morning. Y'all are a trip. The two truths and a lie. Couldn't tell who was lying. I definitely thought it was Frank and that muskrat. And then them people went in on you, Nina, like, nah, Nina, you're lying.
Okay,
Oh, man.
always.
It always goes down like that. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm living the dream. I'm loving it. The city of Atlanta is thriving, so that makes me happy.
Happy belated birthday to your mom.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
she turned 75 yesterday.
Yes.
Had a great night last night with her, and so 75 years, and she's a great one.
So let me ask you this. You know, this city is the city that influences everything.
Yeah.
How did it feel being in Atlanta Symphony Hall Friday night for Jeezy's concert?
Oh, man, Jeezy put it down, man. To be able to see the two cultures, collide and merge into something beautiful. To be able to see, Jeezy, Atlanta's own, putting it down, one of my favorite artists, but he's doing it with a symphony in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And that's the third largest arts and cultural center in the United States, by the way. The Woodruff Art Center, the Symphony Hall, the High Museum, it's big.
Yeah.
And for Jeezy to perform there, and the city came out. And
Didn't they, though?
Tuxedos and ball gowns and limousines. I mean, hey, this how we do things. I guess all the rappers are gonna start doing symphony orchestra events.
So you've been busy.
Yeah.
Come on, the year of the youth.
Yeah, man. This year we've announced that Atlanta's 2023 is the year of the youth in the city of Atlanta. And what that means is every organization, every agency, every nonprofit, every church, synagogue, mosque, businesses, all should put in on serving these youth in our city, which means you can educate them, teach them something. You can employ them like, internship or apprenticeship. You can empower them and encourage them. You can engage them by being a mentor to them. Lots of nonprofits and organizations are waiting to have you help a youth. And our goal is ultimately for the city of Atlanta to be the best place in the United States to raise a child. And that's if we do it as a village. And I'll tell you this, the reason why I said this is in Kenya, the Maasai people is a village, and they're known for being warriors, but how they greet each other is Kaserian Ingera. And what that means is they say, how are the children?
That's
what they say to each other. You know how we say, how you doing, Nina? How you doing, Frank? Well, they say, how are the children?
Wow.
And the response is, all the children are well. That's how they greet each other. How are the children? And you say, all the children are well, because they know that the village is only as strong as everybody in the village. So the least of these are the youth. So you have to know that if the children are well, everybody is well. And we want all the children to be well. So in Atlanta, I want everybody that's listening right now to think about how you can be of service, how you can be of a mentor or commitment to a youth.
All right, Mayor Andre Dickens is here.
I mean, and speaking of the youth, I mean, speak on the point that how much like crime, when we talk about crime in major cities, it always comes back to this, mentoring the youth. And I think people really need to understand that when we make the sacrifice for the youth, then it really comes back to us as far as like our cities go and the crime rates. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, if you bring down youth crime, you bring down overall crime substantially. The challenge, the very first homicide of this year was a 13-year-old. And that individual was shot outside Cascade Skating Ring, a place that's normally very safe and everything normally goes well every single night. But that late night, they ended up having fights out there that one of the kids pulled out a gun and actually shot Deshaun, who wasn't even involved really. And so that was the first homicide of the year. It occurred about the 18th, 19th day of last month. Last month, we had 5 homicides, and a couple of them were people under 25, and the rest of them were more adults. But the challenge is, luckily, 5 versus 16 last year in January. So crime is, homicides are down, but you don't want anyone to die. You don't want any youth to die. And even like yesterday, you're going to hear about a 16 and a 19-year-old fighting over a blunt. And one killed the other, and the other, they shot each other. One died and one is in critical. This has to stop. gun violence and the way that youth are being preyed upon by gang members and all these things, we got to make sure that we love on these children, show them hope, show them a positive way out, and to give them something positive to do. When we had midnight basketball over the summer, and we had our summer youth employment program, which everybody helped to employ more than 3,000 youth, crime was down this summer. When we had them busy, they were busy doing stuff. They were working, they were playing basketball late at night, they were going to studios, learning how to make music. We had them so occupied during the summer. Well, now it's the winter, and we got to do more. We got to do stuff in after school and really help them on the weekends.
All right, we got Mayor Andre Dickens here. Quick question for you, Mayor.
Yeah.
Can you explain to everybody what is Cop City?
Yeah.
They're hearing it. It was part of the whole overall run for mayor.
Yeah.
Every candidate had a comment about it. We've moved on. What is it, and why is it so controversial?
Yeah, so some individuals nicknamed it Cop City, but it's a public safety training center in DeKalb County that on property that the city owns. It's the former site of the public safety training that we've had for decades. And what it is a place where police and firefighters and the community will learn to train in public safety. Firefighters right now don't have a good place to learn how to burn buildings and put out fires, et cetera. So you have to do that in a training facility, having locker rooms and academy housing for our recruits, for police, and for firefighters. A obstacle course where you learn how to drive these big ladder trucks and engines. Right now, our firefighters are learning how to drive those big trucks in old parking lots, like grocery store parking lots, when they're closed. And so we got an obstacle course there. And then, yes, there's also the police training facility where they learn how to do maneuvers, et cetera, to keep us safe. But it's also a place where they learn community-based policing, where the community will be involved. Neighborhood watch programs can learn there. And there's community meeting places. Some people don't want to make any investments in policing, and so we've had a reckoning in this country since 2020. There was a big uproar after George Floyd and Rayshard Brooks and others. Too many black men unarmed getting killed, and so the response was we need more training of police. Well, this is the exact response to that. It's a place to train, and it's 85 acres out of a 380-acre park. So it's 380 acres that we're about to activate and make it trails and ball fields and all those things. But on 85 of those acres will be a public safety training center, where right now it's a whole bunch of old buildings and asphalt and vines and weeds. Some people are saying it's a forest. No, the forest is next to it, and that's what we're going to turn into trails and stuff.
Nice.
But this is where we need to come back with something that trains people on how to do community-based policing. And guess what? The neighborhoods adjacent to it, the neighborhoods around it, they want it. They want to see this beautiful development versus what's over there now. But, we've had people come in from out of town who have been these extremists that really tried to start fights and start to try fires and all this other kind of stuff. And so we have to let them know that, no, we know how to protest in Atlanta, but we don't like riots and we don't want fires and violence.
All right.
That's right.
Mayor Andre Dickens.
And don't forget, y'all, there's a whole website dedicated to Atlanta Year of the Youth. It's called atlyearoftheyouth.com. If you're a parent, if you're a young person, if you're a business, if you're a mentor, log on right now to ATL Year of the Youth for all the information and to sign up. We're so excited about this program.
Absolutely. Yes. Please go on there, sign up your nonprofit, your organization, your church group, or sign up yourself, and you can find out how you can help serve youth in this city. There's so many people that need our help, and if we end up doing our part, we can look at each other and say, how are the children? And we'll say, all the children are well.
Say it again.
How are the children? All the children are well.
No, say it in the dialect.
in Kenyan, Kaserian and Gara. That's how they say it.
There it is right there. Mayor Andre Dickens. Listen, thank you so much. Every time we see you on the news, if there's an issue, you are front and center.
Yeah.
You've been working real hard. From the Conference of Mayors all around the country, all around the world, you've been doing your thing. So thank you so much.
And tell Bailey to call me if she needs help figuring out what college she needs to go to or wants to go to, okay?
All right, Nina,
it's about time for Bailey to figure it out.
That's right.
And
Bailey's
I can help
about to go
her.
to college. All right. I'm going to let her know. Talk to you.